progression over perfection here, where we don't strive to be perfect. We just strive to progress every day in every way imaginable. I wanted to make this video. As you can see, the title of the video is Create a Hard to Kill Mentality. Create a hard to kill mentality. Now, I explain what I mean by that, but first of all, I pray that everyone who's watching this video right now is doing well. Happy New Year to everybody. It's officially 2026. Like I asked y'all last year, what you gonna do with it? You know, you gonna keep doing the same shit, or you gonna make changes in your life? Permanent changes in your life, I might add. We gonna see. You know, I know with me, it's already done. It's already done. You know, and I'm not just talking a big game. I promise y'all. I promise myself. Because I promised myself, it's already done. In the name of Jesus. I'm gonna just throw this out there. This is actually the first year that I can honestly remember not bringing in the new year tipsy or under the influence. The first year, you know. So I'm very proud of that. But you know, we got a long way to go. We got a lot more to accomplish in this game that we call life. Without further ado, I want to get into the topic of this video. Right now I'm at a middle school because they have a track. Again, it's the first day of January. It's the first day of the new year. And typically what I like to do, either New Year's Eve or on New Year's Day, is I like to do something challenging, something that's gonna push me outside of my comfort zone, something that's gonna propel me into the right mindset that I need to have for the year, or the right mindset, or the mindset that I want to have for the year. So whether it's like, think before I've done like 500 push-ups, you know, it's my rest day. Today is Thursday. It's my rest day. But I'm gonna call it an active rest, because I had the bright idea to come out here and run a mile. Now, I'm gonna unpack that in just a few. But that's typically what I like to do on either New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. I like to do something that challenges myself, or that challenges me. Create that resilient mindset. You know, we all know, like I've mentioned in other videos, that adversity is a part of life. Adversity is a part of life. You know, we're gonna have challenging situations that we're gonna need to overcome. It's gonna call for the strongest, most capable versions of ourselves to come to the rescue. I've learned that in life, you know, depending on different situations that you encounter. You can't be weak, you know, you can't be easy to kill, you know, and when I talk about that, of course, I'm not talking about physically. You know, we're made of flesh, blood, and bone. But what I'm talking about is your mindset, your mentality, how you think about things. You know, what happens, or how do you bounce back from adversity? You know, when something difficult comes your way, you know, whether it's expected or unexpected, you know, whether somebody give you a diagnosis of some sort, or whether, you know, some shit blindside you. How do you deal with it? How do you deal with it? What's your protocol? Because my protocol, and I'm just say this, my protocol is to march forward, march toward it with a relentless spirit, and be hard to kill. And when I say hard to kill, again, I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about mentally. How is running a mile, or doing 500 push-ups, or 500 sit-ups, how is that creating a hard to kill mentality? Well, for one, the reason why you don't hear a lot of people, I'm not saying nobody, but you don't hear a lot of people talking about doing shit like that on just a regular day. Well, this is a regular day, technically, but I'm talking about, you know, on the New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, is because it's difficult. I could very well be laying in bed right now. No, that makes it all the more great because I could have, or maybe it is understandable if I would have slept in. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. I still chose to take the harder route. And what that does over time is it fosters a strong mental game, a strong mentality. You know what I'm saying? And like most people mention, I'm sure you heard it before, when they talk about all these physical feats, I bench this, I do that, I work out this many times a week. It's not so much about the physical. It's more so, especially with me, it's more so about the mental. It's more so about creating the type of mentality that perseveres through whatever life throws at me. Creating a hard to kill mentality is necessary, especially in this day and age. Man, look, whatever opportunity I have to do something hard, especially if I feel like I'm gonna reap the benefits, meaning I'm gonna create a stronger mentality, I'm always game. Any opportunity you have to become a stronger version of yourself, if speaking of the road of least resistance, don't take it. Don't take the road of least resistance. Not every day, not in every scenario, but every now and then, make things harder on yourself. Make things harder for yourself, just to, for one, test yourself and see how much you can actually endure. See how capable of an individual you are. You probably more than likely gonna shock yourself. Remember, we were made in God's image. Dial in. If it's a challenge, then challenge it. Challenge your challenges. You know what I'm saying? And make the long story short, like Les Brown says, motivational speaker, if y'all don't know, great motivational speaker that I like to listen to every now and then. If it's hard, then do it hard. You know what I'm saying? If it's hard, then do it hard. So here I am this morning, not feeling the best. I slept okay, but I'm not feeling the best. I'm still recovering from, I ain't even gonna call it the big C, the little C. Be adaptable. You know what I'm saying? Be adaptable and be resilient. You know what I'm saying? That's all this video is. That's all I'm saying in this video. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not always about the bench press or the dips or the pull-ups or the muscle or the cardiovascular health. Sometimes it ain't about that. With me, more often than not, it's about creating a hard to kill mentality. It's about strengthening my mind, strengthening my resolve, and becoming a more resilient version of myself. Y'all should try it too. Give it a go. Again, you may find that you'll amaze yourself. Y'all have a blessed day. Progression over perfection here, where we don't strive to be perfect. We just strive to create a hard to kill mentality, baby, in any way imaginable, in every way imaginable. Y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.